Hello, so this week what we're going to look at is still bouncing, but this time we're going to bounce towards a target. Should say keep working on the skills for bouncing to yourself, okay? One hand, two hands, standing up, kneeling down, sitting down, just work through them all and keep them going because they are an important skill. So what we're going to do this week is we're going to be able to try and still bounce, and we're going to use two hands to push the ball, and we're going to have a target. Now I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a hoop on the ground there, and I'm going to stand a little bit away. Now this is where lots of things can change. So we can do standing further back, we can obviously make the target bigger or smaller, and the other thing that we're going to look to do, the first one we're going to do is just trying to throw the ball to bounce in the hoop and then try and hit the wall. And the reason we do that is to start judging strength, not only the strength to get to push the ball or throw the ball to bounce it in the hoop, but also it's got to get somewhere else as well. And then I've got a bucket there that we're going to add in later on. So let's get started. I'm going to take the microphone off, and then you should still be able to hear me, and you can see what's happening. Okie doke. Right, so actually we should be okay. I'll keep the microphone on. So I've got the ball, and just so you still know I'm still in shot, so I'm going to stand about here. So that's about 1.5 meters away. If we were a smaller person, we would go forward, probably up to about 1.5 meters away. Two hands on the ball, and then I'm going to try and push and bounce the ball in the hoop, and then so it hits the wall. So there we go. That's what we want. Right. Okay, so we work on that a couple of times, and as they get better, we could then maybe put somebody at the other side so the catch bounce, and we're developing these skills as well. So again, just to go over it again, two hands on the ball, and I'm going to throw it down towards the hoop to bounce in the hoop, and then it hits the wall again. Right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the bucket in place, and to try, so there's two ways of doing this. It can bounce in the hoop, hit the wall, then into the bucket, or it can bounce in the hoop and then into the bucket. Either way is just as good, okay? And just make sure we're clear on which one we're trying to do first, so we're not saying we're going to get it off the wall and it goes straight into the bucket, okay? Right, let me just set this up. So I am going to go for bouncing in the hoop and then hit the wall and then into the bucket. Now I'm using a bucket here. If you're at home, you might be able to use a wheelbarrow or a washing basket or something a wee bit bigger. Just entirely you is just what I had lying about. So that's one of the things we can use. So I'm still about 1.5 meters away. So this time I'm going to bounce the ball into the hoop, off the wall, and hopefully into the bucket. Ready? Let's see if we can do it. Oh, too hard. So I've got to try and adjust to still get it in there. Nope. Right. Try one more time. There we go. We got it in third time lucky. Right. So you can play about with that, and play about with the sizes of the target the ball's to bounce in, the target that the ball's to actually land in. Okay, and then as we get better at that, we can have two people working where they're standing about 2 meters apart, target area in the middle, and it's bounce into there and bounce up. And then as we start to get better, we can start to throw it with one hand and develop it on from there. So there's lots to play about with in there, but that's a good little practice and a good little visual clue to give them. Okay. Take care, enjoy your challenge this week, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.